take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No!
What day is it? Monday? Oh, Monday!
Monday, Monday, so good to me.
Hey, it's Monday.
Medical
Monday.
Changes could be coming to Michigan's marijuana law. A new set of bills now being heard in Lansing.
Marijuana is not a drug.
And the bills will have major implications to small medical growers known as caregivers.
That's some heavy shit, man.
Small pot farmers in California say the state is not standing by its promise to protect.
Big companies were supposed to be limited, but some have stacked hundreds of licenses.
I'm hitting it so hard.
Created a cartel, essentially.
You have an industry allowing for businesses to operate like cartels.
But it's a Monday.
Harm has been done by the fact that we didn't legalize it back then.
Well, I don't know if there's any harm that's been done.
There was people getting arrested, there were people getting thrown in jail. I mean, that counts, doesn't it?
What kind of joint is this, man?
Smoking marijuana all in public. You would think that shit was legal.
We the Pistons in the 899. Oh, bad boy, bad boy.
medical.
And welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Medical Mondays. This is your host with the most THC in his motherfucking bloodstream, BERG. Of course, I got my returning panelists with us. Adam L. Brook, aka Mr. Hash Bash himself. What up? What up?
What's happening?
Glad you're back. Glad I'm back. Huge shout out to Blue Brat for getting the new power supply for my PC. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Shout out to Jared already up in here. Robert Root, Native Made, Justin. What's the dealio?
Good to be seen.
It says, good to see you, Adam.
Good to be seen. Go close there for a minute.
Before we get into anything, of course, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our awesome sponsors. Shout out to Native Made 313, Michigan Turk Farms, Nugget Duction Extracts, Tiki Madman, SOB Labs, and Tree Street Packaging. Boom. And also here on Medical Mondays, I want to stress the fact if you have a medical marijuana program in your state, go out and get your card, y'all. If you're here in Michigan or Ohio or Florida, you can hit up Detroit Search Center. And you can get at them at Detroit Search Center on social media, DetroitSearchCenter.com, or give them a call or text at 248-275-6707. If you do it all online, you can get your card for in little as 10 minutes, y'all. As short as 10 minutes. So stop bullshitting. Stop making excuses. It shows these motherfuckers that we're still here and we're not going anywhere, and it's beneficial in a legal stance. You know, you get pulled over, they smell weed, they're like, oh, la, 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 la. Even if you weren't smoking, they want to fucking pull that DUI shit on you. Well, you're medicated, you're not intoxicated, so.
Plus, they have a habit of asking you when the last time you smoked was.
Right.
They know that all they need to do is get that blood test or that urine test, and they got you.
Shout out to Hash Bash Cash in the building. What up? What up? Wolf. What up, though? Robert Root. Dr. Lebby Alone. Welcome back, y'all. Glad y'all were joined up and watching. And before we get into any news stories or anything, I want to remind everybody about those back to school supply drive. And JSH Enterprises and Nugget Abduction Extracts putting this event on. Huge shout out to Native Made. And it's this Sunday, August 18th, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you know, you know. If not, let one of us know, and we'll let you know where it is. So it's going to be benefiting the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, the First Step Women's Shelter, and bring school supplies in and get in free or $20 at the door. Or as we always tell people, you might as well bring both. Yeah, bring both. So backpacks, binders, loose leaf, crayons, markers, pens, pencils, all that, y'all. Look out for these kiddies. They're going back to school. I know they don't want to go back, but at least they can have the materials that they need to go back. And of course, everybody who gets in gets a free raffle ticket for your chance to win awesome stuff from all the amazing vendors, including Native Made 313, Nugget Abduction Extracts, The Heat, Food Cough Extracts, John Doe, your boy Nice, Dab Smith, Baked Brat Edibles, THC infused edibles, and I want to say, man, what's his name? Gringo. Ed Gringo is going to be in the building too.
Gringo Gardens.
Yep. So he's going to be there as well. He's not on the flyer, but huge shout out to Ed Gringo for joining. Of course, Chi-Town's going to be in there on that hibachi, and Fun Food Express truck will be out front. So come through, smoke out, eat good, smoke some more, and let's get these kids some awesome school supplies, y'all. And I'm gonna say Adam's gonna be there, right? Adam. All right, Adam will be there. I'm gonna be there. So come through, smoke with us, have a good time. We help these children out. Got 2 more vendors, just got flyer done. Oh, there's 2 more vendors. There's 1 more besides Ed Gringo, I guess. So come through, show out. Yeah, I think that's all I needed to talk about before we got into news stories. Well, besides me wanting to know what everybody's smoking on, what's everybody smoking on, y'all? I'm personally rolled up some Dual OG from Michigan Turf Farms. I also got some Original Z rolled up, as well as what's left of my block party from Michigan Turf Farms. It's a Michigan Turf Farm night. What are you smoking on?
I'm not sure. I had a couple joints rolled up in a bag still, so they're pretty good.
Shout out to Miss Rue. What it do? Hope all is well. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you could, everybody hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. Roy Wolf is smoking on some strawberry yo. Who is that?
I think that's what. Yeah, Yoo-hoo rosin.
I've never had strawberry you. Jared's got some juicy fruit rosin. I'm sure Native Made's smoking on some fire right now. I also got some dog catcher rosin, man. I got some super boots as well as some birthday cake rosin from Dog Catcher Farms. Nobody else out there smoking. Nobody else wants to say what they're smoking. Or they might not know what they're smoking on. Who knows? Or they don't want to admit what they're smoking on.
There you go.
They might be smoking on some Dispo.
Oh. Man,
sometimes people don't have the option, man. It's horrible.
Buddy of mine gave me a couple joints. I looked at one of them today. I was going to smoke it. And it was harvested in March 1st.
Wow.
I'm like, are you kidding? I mean, I ain't smoked in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. My tolerance is pretty low. But I had to give that a second thought.
Faux show. So what kind of news stories we got today? I know you said you had some Michigan ones.
I do, but I was going to start with a federal one because it's, starting to be like election season.
Yeah, for sure.
There's going to be a bunch of this federal stuff coming up. And my question is, what have you done for me lately? Because ain't shit happened in the last 4 years that I'm aware of, except these pardons, which didn't give expungements. And right now there's a House Resolution 8917, the Marijuana Misdemeanor Expungement Act, to create a process for people with low-level federal marijuana convictions to petition to have those charges expunged from their records. Now, you might remember that the Biden administration decided that they were going to offer pardons for federal cannabis prisoners or possession misdemeanors, but it didn't erase the convictions from a person's criminal record. And this piece of legislation would do that. Of course, many states have written similar legislation in the recent years, and I would suggest you get a hold of your representatives to support HR 8917, which, hopefully will affect a few thousand people, I would think, because, the feds aren't real big on low-level marijuana, but they stick it to you when they can. So we came across that. We wanted to mention that. Found an article about Michigan cannabis gold rush may soon cash out. And this talks about the Cannabis Regulatory Agency reported the average price in June for retail flower was $85.88, which is the lowest point in 2024. The lowest price for Michigan was in January of 23, when the average price was $80.16. But basically, the real problem is that these big lenders that people go to in order to open up, big investors, they see that the numbers aren't there, and their investment won't be there. So it's and we're starting to see that a little bit with some of these shops that are closing down or merging with other shops.
Yeah, it's crazy, like how some of these cannabis businesses were especially the cannabis businesses that were started by people who had nothing to do with cannabis. They fucking just got in the game to create a fucking business and a brand.
Money.
And to sell it though. Like
right.
Like
and now they can't get what they wanted for it.
Yep. So
and that's what there's an article that I wanted to touch on. Oops, sorry, I lost my place here. Michigan cannabis rivals California in unpaid invoices.
Yep. No, that's the number one downfall of cannabis businesses that I saw. I just glanced and saw a fucking article about it, just saying that that's the number one downfall is unpaid bills.
Yeah, operators in Michigan's regulated adult use market also rival those in California for the most unpaid invoices. According to the people at Cannabis Collects. Michigan's becoming one of the worst we're seeing. Oregon and Colorado used to be pretty significant states for us when it came to collection activity. So many of these companies got weeded out. And to be honest, we don't get a lot of volume anymore in Colorado and Oregon, said Brent Geldenfeld, from the managing partner from Cannabis Collects. They claim that delinquent payments in the U.S., in the regulated U.S. cannabis industry, are likely to surpass $4 billion. That's billion with a B in 2024. And I just think that's crazy. I mean, it ain't like the old days where if you don't pay your bill, somebody pays you a visit. Now they just take you to court, sue your ass. And then these guys end up going bankrupt. And somebody
oh shit, bro.
Look who's there, my man.
Oh, I got an updated flyer for y'all. So shout out to Nada Man. She sent me the updated flyer. So Greasy Flowers and Ed Gringo are the other vendors going to be in the building. But I'll show you it again at the end. This cake is. Oh, you got to do the flip thing. I'm just glad it's not me. My shit's working A-okay.
There you go. Yeah. He'll be back.
Yeah, he will be. Anthony here is talking about he's dead on some Northern Lights. Wow. I didn't even know they had fucking Northern Lights in extracts. That's old school.
No. I can't imagine it yields all that well.
There we go. There we go.
Yo.
KK.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
I just figured you were sleeping or something.
Yeah, I just woke up from a nap, bro. My bad.
I was like, we're back, motherfucker. No, it was shitty out. Sorry, everybody, about last week. I had some technical difficulties, but it's all taken care of, hopefully. I mean, I know there's more that I need to do, but at least it's up and running back. Thanks everybody for being patient and joining us this week. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. So what were we talking about? We were talking about just what was the billion about?
Regulated cannabis industry, unpaid bills in the United States.
Oh yeah.
I think
That's the all of the United States?
All
right.
I think that'll be about $4 billion this year.
Wow. Of unpaid fucking just bills. Can't even pay their bills. You know for a fact everybody is fucking getting their money though. All the execs, all these motherfuckers are getting their money. But
yeah.
As far as paying bills, they're like, oh no.
Well, they think they can just go to another supplier. There's no list of who not to deal with.
Right.
You know, who's got open invoices where? No credit setups, you know?
Yeah.
But and nobody knows who anybody is. You know, I read about these things. These companies go to look up who owns the shop or, you know, who they need to call to get their money. And there's no way to get to the guy at the top.
No.
And then when he finds out, he's all, oh, I didn't know, you know, we'll get you your money right away. Yeah, all right. In the meantime, if you go sit out in front of these places, they're doing business.
Oh, yeah. No, they're pulling in all that money, but they're not trying to pay their bills. And then even then, there's a lot of pieces of shit out there that ain't even paying their fucking employees.
Yeah, they're stiffing their employees. They're making them wait. They're telling them, you know, I don't have the money right now, but I'll get it to you.
Oh, and they're firing all their fucking people who process. They're firing the people in the back, and they're replacing them with fucking temp agencies.
Right.
Where they don't have to fucking, they don't have to pay any kind of benefits or nothing, bro. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's sad. But hey, everybody wanted recreational, right?
Well, yeah. They wanted regulated. They wanted regulated weed. That's the problem. They're concerned about safety. Remember?
No, that's what they say.
Right. But that's because they never spoke brick weed. Come on.
And all kinds of fucking Republican congressmen are all fucking still complaining about the smell. Like, bruh.
Right. Like the smell of tobacco isn't a problem for those of us that don't smoke it.
Right.
Cigars.
Right. Yeah. No, cigars, bro. I mean, I enjoy cigars. You know what I mean? I like the smelling of them, but they're fucking pungent. They're fucking like, you know, that they're like 10 times worse than a fucking joint. Or even a fucking wood, bro. Even if you smoked a fucking wood, it'd be fucking less.
Or a Black and Mild. I'd rather smoke a Black and Mild than a regular cigar.
That's
I
the
love
difference.
Cigars.
Quality cigars. I mean, a good quality cigar.
A good quality
is going to have is going to be real pungent. It's going to have certain flavors, and it's always going to have those flavors.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm a long-time cigar smoker, but
I've only had a couple good ones.
It's an outdoor thing for me. Because it's
Well, they got those cigar bars, man.
Yeah. You can go to places like that. I don't think you'll find too many women in there, though.
No.
Ain't that kind of bar.
Unless it's
scotch and a good cigar.
The women that are there are usually paid to be there.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I wasn't going to mention that.
Native Maid says, what a SOB.
What's up, Native Maid?
Yeah. D in the chat says, guys at the top have multiple investors. That's why bills aren't getting paid. So all the money's going to pay back the investors. So the company's kneecaps won't get broke or what?
Yeah.
I mean, I see that investors wanting their money, but bro, like the whole thing about investing is it's very rare that you get a quick comeback, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just instantly gonna put some money in. I expect all this fucking money next year. No, bro.
Don't forget, anybody that did a business plan 3 years ago, they were talking totally different numbers when it came to what they would be selling their weed for than what they're getting today.
Yeah.
So,
you can thank the regulated market for that bullshit.
Right. Because I can tell you on the black market, you can still find $300-400 ounces of weed, which I think is crazy because who would buy it? Well, the connoisseur buys it because it's connoisseur grade weed. It's not just the tops from someone's crop. It's actually small batch, connoisseur grade. What we all want. Used to be the only thing around. Except for the new grower who didn't know what he was doing. But even he figured it out.
Bro, even he figured it out.
His buddies told him, man, nice shit, but it's not what it should be. Here, let me show you how to tune this up a little bit. I like to tell everybody, you remember that first KK. You remember that
there's a lot of growers that help a lot of other growers.
Yeah.
They'll give them hints. I've seen KK hand out plenty of fucking shit that he could have just kept quiet about. You know what I mean? He helped. What? Remember who?
Finish. I didn't mean to.
I was just saying there was plenty of people I've seen KK just hand fucking info over to that he didn't need to.
Well, I like to ask growers this. KK, you remember the first time you ever cropped out?
Yeah.
Greatest crop you ever saw, wasn't it? Not now.
At that time, yeah.
At that time, yeah.
Right. And maybe for a couple
everybody,
crops
bro.
That, it got slowly better.
I grew one plant.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It definitely is that way.
And very few people do this on their own to get to the point where a good grower's at. They get some help. They get some advice.
Mm-hmm.
Simple shit sometimes. I remember telling guys, paint your walls white. 70% reflective. Okay, you want to spend the money on Mylar? It's 97% reflective. Bounce your lights around, Had no idea. Concrete brick wall basement, Great.
Come a long way since then,
Yeah.
Definitely came a long way.
I mean, who would have ever thought about growing in a tent in their fucking bedroom? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, we just hang up tarps. That's all we did.
I remember downloading a fucking video on how to grow. Do you ever see a video KK where the dude's like he has his face all painted green and shit.
Yeah. There's a couple of them. Well, they were always masked up. Everything was masked up back in the 90s and 80s.
He was like, oh, this is how you can do it in a small area in your basement, just fucking wall shit up. Bro, it was crazy for back in the day, bro. Like, it was like 98, 99, 2000.
I remember Jorge Cervantes used to wear this horrible black beard and mustache and this black wig. And he looked goofy as fuck, but he had knowledge.
Yeah.
And then there's the real masters that, like Ed Rosenthal, who just put it out there. And were really about learning and growing out crops to see what they did and trying different crops and all kinds of shit. And then became a consultant. Didn't have to grow weed no more.
Yeah, I know a few people that fucking like went into Metric and they just almost took the life out of them, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like they're growing cardboard. Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Well, you gotta take pride in what you're growing.
No, yeah. But then, there's people like, there's people like Special Blood, though. They, fortunately, they didn't sign with no fucking pieces of shit. And, they actually care about their fucking, what they're putting out. So, but there's a lot of them that just don't give a fuck.
No, I think it's interesting that guys that were running 72 plants, maybe in 3 or 4 different locations even, I'll give them that, but 72 plants, got jobs, places with 1,000 plant count licenses, and thought that they could scale up. And, those guys might have lost a crop or two along the way, but most of them aren't growers any longer in the industry.
Well, I know I'll just say I know one guy. He's a fucking asshole, but he was cool back when I knew him, like before all the shit went down. I knew him when he went, Metric and all that shit. And, he had a whole game plan. He wanted, all his growing medium and everything to be a certain way, and he had everything fucking drawn out, schematics, all that shit, and they were like, all right, yeah, cool, fucking signed them on. And then fucking once they got the building up and started fucking actually doing shit, they wanted to fucking cheap out on all different kinds of shit, and they ended up creating a job above him. And then fucking that guy was telling him what to do, and then he just ended up quitting, man.
Yeah, that's a common story, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to say all the people I know that signed up with different grow ops to be sponsor, to be celebrity type lines and shit like that. They all left those original people and and it moved on to something a little more reasonable for them. And those big companies, some of them are still around, but they never needed those guys in the first place.
Mm-mm. No, they didn't.
They just needed to offer credit to these dispos.
Yeah.
Who aren't paying their bills. I'm sure there's some good dispos out there that we're not aware of that you never hear about.
Oh yeah, there's a native casino out my way that's accepting caregiver flower. So
yeah, the natives do that. They can do that.
Yeah. They're the only ones really that can do that.
Well, where was it? I want to say it's like North Carolina. They said fuck the state, and they opened up a dispo. It's like it's not even fucking medicinal in North Carolina yet, you know. And
good for them. Good for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they just need to schedule the whole thing and be done with it and let the market play itself out like a real market would.
And man, the thing that fucking pisses me off is fucking they're not even trying to fucking do it for any like good reason. They're only doing it for profit. You know what I mean? They're all talking about, oh, it's not safe, it's not safe, it's not safe. Bitch, shut the fuck up, man. And now it's the smell.
Well,
I mean, you figure just for medical reasons alone.
Yeah.
The pharmaceuticals are going to take a hit. The doctors are going to take a hit.
Well, not if these feds get what they want and it goes Schedule 3. Then the doctors are going to make a ton of money.
Right.
Right now, it's only given out by recommendation.
Shit. Well, insurance.
You'll have to have a prescription for it.
So is insurance going to start paying for our weed?
They don't have to make it part of their formulary if they don't want. I mean, insurance companies get to pick and choose what they cover. But then it'll get regulated by the health department, FDA.
Yeah, man,
we don't want that at all. And the funny thing about testing is most of these people that say, oh, we got to do it because of safety and this and that. If you gave them the option not to test their product, they wouldn't spend all that money on testing.
No. And the FDA fucking ain't shit anyway, bro. The FDA allows all these motherfuckers to put all kinds of shit in our food already. Like it's gonna be like weed's gonna get any better because the FDA is involved. Fuck out of here, bro.
I don't think they're looking to get it better. I think they're looking to get it out of the hands of the DEA. You know, and just making it something that they control, but not. It's not something they prosecute over. It's not a criminal thing. It's a regulated thing. And that's just more money for them. That's all. Look at that.
It's like a little fucking sheep or something.
That dog's getting big, man.
She's cute.
KK and his bitches.
Oh my God.
I couldn't do the little white fluffy dog thing, man.
They grow on you, man.
Shit, I'd step on accidentally.
Or roll over on it.
Yeah.
Bro, you can step on a fucking big dog too, man. I was over at my boy's house today. He has a fucking huge ass girl rat. She's a little baby. She's fucking awesome. But fucking every time I go over there, she's just right underneath my feet, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Like every time I back up, like I step on her paw. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I grew up, my dad raised Irish wolfhounds. So we used to trip over these big fucking dogs that would get up.
Yeah.
You could either trip over the dog or it hit you with its tail. And I'm not sure which was worse. One was worse for you and the other was worse for the dog. But, you know, they'd knock you over. I remember as a little kid getting knocked down by the dog.
Bro, KK's dogs fucking, once their hair gets longer, it looks like a whole different dog, too.
Right.
Bro. Like, Nada May wants to know what kind of dogs. Oh, let's finish his dad. 10-foot playboy. What up? What up?
They're Shih Tzu Maltese.
Shih Tzu Maltese.
Did you see that article about rescheduling farm bill triggers cannabis industry lobbying blitz?
Because of the hemp thing, right?
Yep.
Well, you heard about I got an article here somewhere about a company in Michigan that brought in a bunch of powder from out of state, turned it into distillate.
Wow.
Hemp powder, you know, hemp. They always said that was going to be a problem. Once these extractors figured it out.
Yeah, but man, I just hate all the fucking bullshit. Like, why the fuck are you making shit out of nothing? You know what I mean?
Because
like,
people buy it, man. You should see them sell those carts in the shops.
It's crazy though, but when you can have fucking like the real deal.
Most of these custodies don't know, bro.
And even if my head, man,
don't care because what they're buying gets them where they need to go.
Yeah, all these fucking like pre-roll fucking companies just terping fucking weed up and shoving it in a cone, putting some fucking lip gloss on the fucking outside and rolling it in some fucking dust. You know, it's like fucking, bro. It's insane, man. It's insane.
I got one of those dusters right here.
Yeah, bro. That's all day.
It's like I wouldn't touch this thing to save my soul.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing about this cone right here is the actual cone itself. It's an Elements cone.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't like cones personally.
No, I don't like them either. But this is pretty good. This is a pretty good paper to put dust on and ground up leaves and stems or whatever they're, you know, using.
Native Mate says my Maltese loves Berg. His fucking dog hates me. Rita, she fucking hates me. I don't know. I haven't met the younger dog. I haven't met
the little one's cool.
Dog. I think I gotta meet the new dog separate from from Rita, because then she'll see that Rita doesn't like me, so then she's gonna instantly not like me.
Back to high school.
Yeah. I don't know.
I remember her jumping on the table at Big Clouds. And
yeah, she like hopped off your lap on top of the table. It was like,
never seen her get so violent.
Bruh, she hates me.
Dude,
I don't know what it is about me, man.
He was ready to kill you, dude.
9 out of 10 dogs or cats fucking like me, but there's always that one, bro. And they're usually fucking like the smaller type dogs.
I guess, yeah, you're lucky it's the small dogs. I remember a Doberman Pinscher came at me the same way.
Oh, yeah?
No, it wasn't. No, the Pinschers, are those the little ones?
Yeah.
No, it was the big one, a big Doberman.
That's a Doberman.
Oh, yeah, that thing scared the shit out of me. Dude, I've never been so scared in my life.
I want to say Roach had 2 Pinschers. Ended up losing them in a fucking house fire.
Oh, they're mean. Those little dogs are mean.
Rabbit Betrayed.
Oh, I already know who it is.
Oh, who put that up there?
No, I have no idea.
Oh man. I had to drop that with a couple of the nurses at the hospital.
Oh, you're hoping it's one of them.
No, I know who that is.
So for a Playboy. Stephanie, what up, though?
You guys excited for Big Clouds? Couple weeks. What was that about? Oh, what? Wait, 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks.
About a month away.
Less than a month, yeah.
Should be a good time.
I seen you on the Clio.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that happened.
Oh, you didn't know you were going to be on there?
I didn't know my name was going to be put on the flyer.
Oh. When I seen that, I was like, oh.
That costs money, man.
I was asked if I had a logo.
I was wondering.
They asked you if you had a logo?
Right.
Yeah,
when I seen the Hash Bash logo not on, I knew it wasn't official.
I said, no, I don't have a logo. Well, no, it's about me. It ain't about Hash Bash Cup. And I said, no, I don't have a logo. He was like, well, that would be cool. And I'm thinking,
it would be cool if you did.
You know,
maybe they were hoping you'd sent the Hash Bash Cup logo.
No. So I saw my name on there too. I was somewhat shocked. But that's all right.
It's an honor, man, you know. It's like you kind of like you're like you took John Clare's spot over there.
Yeah, well.
It's like in memory of John Sinclair.
Yeah, but
Adam Brooke.
Sinclair got paid to be at places like that.
Right. True.
Yeah.
No, last year, or was it last year? I think last year was like the first year I ever went to the Clio Cup.
Oh, I was there a couple of years back.
No, supposedly it was bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets back to being
the weekend.
bigger.
There's an event every weekend, and you know, events that used to be rare are now commonplace.
Yeah.
Even if they're just small events where it's just the players. But he's got a good thing going there with that Grow Shop.
Native Mate said she'll be at Seeds and Things event September 7th. Oh, Honey Buds, what up? What up? So they're talking about all you know how we talked about that fucking saliva testing for that. Well, they're talking about doing it on a state level in Ohio. We talked about that before, right?
Yeah,
Well, all these other states that are fucking recreational or fucking trying to fucking jump on board too. The thing about it is, I mean, even the lady who fucking like representing the company who makes these fucking machines that detect it it only says the percentage. It doesn't let you know if the person is intoxicated or not. Same thing with the fucking breathalyzer test. It doesn't, alcohol, everything, reacts with everybody differently. Especially if fucking somebody's an active smoker. You know what I mean? Like someone who smokes all day, every day type shit. It's like, come on.
That's why they set in some of these states nanogram levels, where Michigan at one point was 0. You couldn't have any in your system. I think they changed it. You might be able to have 5 nanograms. I'm not sure. When it says you cannot have any in your system, and you do, now you got to go after the testing mechanism. And what's the false positive rate of some of these tests? Urine tests used to be, one company admitted that they got it wrong 40% of the time. But people were not getting jobs because they were testing positive.
Yep.
And I don't care what anybody says. I was testing positive for 3 months after I went to prison. I hadn't smoked no 3 months. And my fat ass was still testing positive. I tried to explain that to him.
It's fat soluble.
Right. Now, you can watch the numbers drop if you're doing that kind of test. But most places are just doing a simple urine test where they put a level in there, and if you test above that level, you're positive. So, but it's big business, man. Now you see a lot of these companies stop testing. Most of the pro sports stop testing for weed. Especially when they had all these athletes come out and say, yeah, I was high every time I walked out on the field, court, or ice.
Right.
Yep. What was it, dude? Man, I forget. I want to say he pitched a no-hitter on acid. What the fuck was that guy?
Doc Ellis.
Yeah, Doc Ellis.
Gooden.
Doc Ellis was his name. And, he did some acid and spaced out for like a day, and then found out he had next day afternoon.
Yeah, but he was still tripping.
Ran to the ballpark. They celebrate that now. I got a shirt.
There's a documentary about it, I think.
Yeah, there is. I got a yellow Doc Ellis shirt.
I think his name was Dwight Gooden.
No,
to clarify.
It's Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a black dude.
The no-hitter on acid.
Okay.
Flying on acid, not just
morning
after shit.
Everybody, even in the comments, are saying Doc Ellis.
Yeah, they celebrate that. It's I think it's June 12th, maybe, is the day. You can look it up.
Was it in the 80s?
70s.
Oh, in the 70s. Okay.
I think 70s. But
So going back to all these, non-payment on all these fucking weed debts. I mean, who's number one and not paying? It's the fucking retailers. It's the motherfucking dispos. It's the House of Dank motherfuckers. It's the Joyology motherfuckers.
Joyology just closed their store.
Oh, they got other stores.
No, I know, but they just closed the store. Why would you close the store? There's no such thing as a non-performing store, man.
Because they sold out and that nobody's giving them more shit because they're not paying their bills. That's number one. It's the retailers. It's the motherfuckers.
You see the lobbies that
they intaking this shit. They're just intaking it and not fucking paying anybody.
You see the lobbies that they build where they spend, quarter, $500,000 to build this lobby, and it's beautiful when you walk in, but
no, I know, Northern Connection, the guy fucking, he went metric and shit. Fucking, he hit me up out of the blue. He's like, man, these motherfuckers over here, these motherfuckers ain't shit. Talking about a dispensary, not fucking like owing him like stacks, bruh. Like, he's like, I got bills. Like, what the fuck?
That's why they need to create a blacklist and not just an industry blacklist where it's kept within the industry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of what's going on. If you can read, I'm in some groups where you see a little more than talk groups and whatnot. That you see a little more than what's put out there, but the public doesn't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you find that in all industries, but it needs to. I don't understand how these people front weed to these people. That's what I don't understand. I mean, I was in retail. I grew up in retail. It took time to establish credit with a new company unless you had exceptional credit and a long, well-known history. And even new companies, man, they'd make you COD your first order, and then they'd extend 30-day credit to you. But don't pay that 30-day credit, you ain't going to see nothing from them people.
No.
But when you're growing weed, what are you going to do with your weed? We already got about a year's worth of weed piled up in Michigan, just backlog.
Bruh. Probably older than that.
Yeah, thanks.
I think that's
it'll be it's a year old now. It'll be 2 years old, and they'll start handing them out at events. These metric fucking events.
They're about to bring in an outdoor crop, and they still got last year's outdoor crop.
Yeah. But then you got companies like Jeter's just fucking grinding all this fucking garbage up and throwing it in a fucking cone, throwing some fucking essential oils on it. Like, bruh. It's fucking crazy, man.
I've had some infused
weed. I know so many girls who love that shit. I'll tell them how they fucking make it and everything. I don't care. It's awesome.
Dude, my guy cousin loves them. He drives all the way up to Kalamazoo to get the infused joints. What are they called? Is it Jeter? Maybe.
Yeah, Jeter does it.
Jeter's it.
I mean, I know guys that do infused joints, but they're done scientifically. It's a different process than what most people are using, and it actually enhances the flavor. It's decent weed to start out with. I know that. I've seen it. So that ain't so bad. But these guys that take garbage and then put flavors to it.
Dog, fucking, I was chilling with Dog Catcher and somebody he knew brought some fucking weed that he got from a dispo and showed us it. And it was straight up some terped ass weed. Like, there's no way any real weed smells like that, bro. Like, no fucking way. Like, it was literally, it smelled like a fucking distillate cart flavor. You know what I mean? Like, it was, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Sioux City, what up? What up? Oh, the sparkle spliffs. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
The sparkle weed, the gold, the blue.
And guys argued hard on those.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
they're still selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit's buying. People are custies are fucking custying that shit up.
Remember that dude said 60,000 units he sells in Oregon every month.
Yep.
I mean, I had to respect him after that. I don't have to touch it, but
he said he got that shit all over New York too.
New York too, right? And that doesn't surprise me that these
and Vegas.
Oh, Vegas is like a playground.
Yeah, it is.
So anything different's going to sell in Vegas, good or not.
I wonder if we're going to hear from them about some non-payment.
I'm still waiting on the Blue Diamonds.
That's hilarious, bro. It's fucking broken up urinal cakes.
I mean, I'd have tried it.
It's the convenience. No, so they showed us this fucking terped up weed and then they were bragging about it. You got 2 ounces for $80.
Right.
Like, that doesn't tell you something. Like, bruh.
Tells me everything I need to know.
Hey, I guess it passed testing, you know.
You never know, really.
I know, bro. You do not know.
And that's one of the other things is that the state's doing a lot more investigation into these shops than they used to do. So now there's a lot more places being fined for doing shit that they shouldn't do, having weed that they shouldn't have, not putting stuff in the metric properly.
Yeah.
That's to me, that shows you right there what's up, you know? I mean, you got to be bought. I would never risk. I mean, I got some friends that own dispensaries, all right? I never would put their license at risk by bringing weed in with me. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, if I had weed on me and didn't want to leave it in the car, I wouldn't stop by their shop where I wanted to take it in because it's not in metric and it shouldn't be on the property.
Well, fuck all that. I could give a fuck less. I've been in fucking dispos with fucking weed in my pocket.
I understand that, but when
I ain't trying to sell it to nobody neither.
Nope.
I'm not pulling it out or.
But I know, but when the CRA starts doing these drop-in inspections, where they close your door and they make everybody count everything out and show all the receipts and go through the whole place, You know, they're only doing that's a rarity now. That's about to happen big time. And they'll catch people doing all kinds of things. And I just would never put anybody's license at risk.
Yeah, I feel you there. You're talking about like going in the back and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I accidentally did it. Well, I mean, I wasn't even thinking, but I've definitely done it. With being in the back of the house and, you know, talking to people, just bullshitting. But I didn't pull the weed out or anything. It wasn't
No.
like that. I think you know what dispo I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably. But, you know, the industry wants to blame the black market for all the woes.
That's right. These fucking companies are so much more fucked up than the
They
black
can't even
market.
follow the rules that they have.
No.
I mean, the black market follows the street rules, I guess.
Not even, bro.
Well, you pay for what you get.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Just sad to see, you know, when you're at a caregiver event and you see a bunch of metric flour on a table.
Yeah. Bruh. Those backdoored out that they're selling for fucking $500 bow or under.
And blatantly showing the company name and bags, you know. What was that fucking thing that the guy from fucking House of Dane kept saying? It's the numbers. It's the numbers. He just kept on talking about numbers.
Yeah, it is a numbers game.
Yeah. Only caregiver of that is Clio, though.
I wouldn't say that, but I think there are others.
Definitely.
You got Vehicle City. That's an everyday caregiver event.
Yeah, I heard about it. I forget what fucking the date on it, or if it happened already. But I know they had a half off renewal or, you know, new card for getting your fucking medical marijuana card. Because I know they did in the past where it was free, but shit, even half off is half off.
And you got Pure West too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Not the only.
Pure West, Michael Dooley up north. Oh, I forgot to shout out everybody in the beginning, but
the not the only one you go to. There's plenty other caregiver events. You just gotta pull up.
Pull up. I wish we had a fucking list of all the negligent fucking, you know, bills throughout the state. I wonder who's at the top. Who do you think's at the top? Number one retailer in Michigan.
That owes money?
Yeah.
I would say Loom.
Yeah, Loom sells all their own shit though, I think. Or they just buy other shit. I don't know how it does, but what?
I would hate to guess, man. There's places opening up everywhere. And all I'm thinking is, are they paying their bills?
Or did they rename their brand?
Right. Because fucking all these motherfuckers have True Leave. That's the number. Do we have True Leave in here?
No.
I wonder if there's a way you can find out if
that's the number
free.
one retailer in the United States.
Well, yeah, they got over 100 stores just in Florida.
Yeah. And they're in
40
other
maybe?
states too.
Yeah, up the East Coast.
Wow.
So yeah, they're saying damn, this is a fucking best rated weed dispensaries in Michigan for 2024. 2024 ain't even over yet, bitch.
Who they? This sounds
They
like.
want to make sure
This is Leafly, bruh.
Oh, right. Leafly, the people that take money from these people in order to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
product.
Yeah.
Right.
I bet the number one is probably within the top 3 advertisers on their site.
Who do you think it is, bro?
I don't know. It depends who has the most.
This is just going off their rating system on Leafly, you know. The top they're saying, and this is the dispensaries, and there's multiple dispensaries that are owned by separate, the same company. But just take a wild guess.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe someone. It's probably Loom or House of Dank.
Yeah.
House of Dank. Yeah.
House of Danks. House of Danks, bitch ass. Yeah. It's crazy.
The Godfather of discos.
So yeah, it's House of Dank Monroe as the highest score.
Right, because it's at the border, and all these Ohioans were coming to get weed. Now that weed's legal in Ohio.
Well, in Centerline too, though. Centerline. So that's the 2 highest rated. But then they got Nature's Remedy. I've never even heard of them. But they're in Ferndale.
Yeah.
And they got 4.9 stars. Green Labs, Provisions, and Luna Pier, Michigan. Yeah, because it's right on the border. Right. Literally right on the border. But yeah, all the other ones are all along the border of Michigan. Best rated dispensaries, not the best dispensary.
Right.
It's rated. I got these fucking bullshit. Cannabis overuse linked to increased risk for head and neck cancer.
What? Neck cancer?
What the fuck is neck cancer, bruh? I'm not making this shit up. I am not making this shit up.
It's throat cancer, I think.
No, bruh. It's not what it says. It's not what it says, though.
Wouldn't head be brain cancer?
It's yeah. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I want to see who their 4 million patients were that they studied, because I had a doctor come at me once with a study that he did personally, and I made him show me the study. And I had to point out to him that his subject, it said that some of them smoked out tobacco and some of them drank alcohol on top of cannabis use. And I said, wait a minute, you can't compare me to those people because I don't do either one of those things. You know, I'm purely a weed guy. And yeah, you're going to find cancer in people that smoke cigarettes. Yeah, you're going to find liver issues in people that drink alcohol. Whether they use weed or not isn't the issue.
But head and neck cancer. What? I don't know, man.
Medscape. What's Medscape?
I don't know, man.
Was that something made up?
Yeah, some bullshit to push
the agenda. Sam.
Yeah. Let's just make a website that looks official. Put out bullshit about weed.
They could have put a lot more effort into it.
Smoking weed, you might get head or neck cancer. What the fuck?
Smoking weed, you might get head. Sloppy copy, that is. Who do they find to write these articles? 12-year-old? Like,
who knows? Who knows? Cannabis could help people cut down or stop opioid use. Wow. Whoa.
Oh, this is headline news.
I've never heard that shit before.
I don't believe it.
Why isn't it on CNN?
The Guardian. That's who it's talking about.
Well, that's a foreign newspaper, isn't it? Guardian. Isn't that a British paper? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't remember. I thought that was a British paper.
World News. Doesn't say. Oh, we're on the UK. They're talking about USC. It's USC. Oh, it's University of Southern California.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this shit for a while. I'm surprised this was literally put out today. It's crazy. 11 hours ago.
Yeah, well.
What other stories you look up? Oh, shit.
I got I got a really good article about fines in Michigan.
Fines?
Yeah, the whole process of new guidelines spell out penalties for rule breaking in Michigan weed market. It's kind of a lengthy article, but this is what I think is funny. Michigan Cannabis Regulatory Agency has responded to industry demands and released a disciplinary schedule to show what wrongdoing gets what financial punishment.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the rich motherfuckers get to tell you how much you're going to have to pay.
They want to know how much it's going to cost them to break the particular rules.
Yeah.
The move a year after industry leaders cried foul against the CRA's executive director, Brian Hanna, for what they called uneven and arbitrary disciplinary actions by the state's regulatory body for cannabis. Director Hanna has been clear over the last 2 years that enforcement of the statutes and rules is essential for a thriving cannabis industry in Michigan, said the CRA public relations manager. Stakeholders have been asking for the CRA to share the disciplinary guidelines, and Hanna's decision to post them is in furtherance of government transparency. It is also one more step towards the agency's goal of making Michigan the national model for a regulatory program that stimulates business growth while preserving safe consumer access to cannabis. The fine program includes $10,000 fine for failing to submit financial statements to the state in a timely manner, $500 to $10,000 for selling marijuana and a non-child resistant package.
That's a wide range.
This is the one that got me. And $1,000 per item sold that is above the exceeding the THC concentration allowed by.
Wow.
Yeah, because they go over a lot of times.
Right. Now it's interesting.
That's a joke. That's a fucking joke.
The industry has argued the CRA has been overbearing with its disciplinary actions under Hanna. For example, the CRA award averaged just 6 disciplinary actions in 2022 under then CRA Executive Director Brisboe. But in July,
$1,000 per item sold.
Right. But in July this year, the disciplinary actions were skyrocketed to 97, a pace much quicker than the 129 penalties doled out in whole first 6 months of 2023. Hanna was hired in September of 2022 after the state announced Brisboe, and this is the funniest part, would depart the role to become the head of the Bureau of Construction Codes within the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs. The industry had long Brisboe.
So they talk about penalties on all these motherfuckers that ain't paying their bills.
What about like products that are under like something that's marked at 30%?
Oh, they don't give
that's
a fuck. They don't give a fuck. I think if it's 100, all it has to do is be 50. And if you're 50 and above, like close to 100, you're all good. But if it goes over 100, no, you gotta trash it or start over, I guess. Like if it's a gummy, I guess you could melt them all down.
These companies in California, they had those 30% tested flour, and then they were only on half of what they were saying.
Oh yeah, because they were using old test results. Yeah.
Well, the companies were also lying about the test results too.
Yeah. Well, in California, they actually shut down one of these fucking labs because they got caught fucking lying about fucking shit.
They penalize people here.
Yeah, but they don't shut them down. Why the fuck?
No, they took their license for like 6 months. That was it.
Who?
Years ago.
Oh, all right, yeah. I was
When
gonna
it first
say,
started. I mean, I ain't dropping names, but
yeah,
when it first started, there were a couple labs, and one of them got penalized. They got caught doing exactly what you said, and they got shut down for like 6 months or something, and then could open back up.
Oh.
Yeah. Too bad PSI is not around anymore.
Those were my boys.
Yeah, man. Now they got the Michigan State pieces of shit doing it, talking about their methods are proprietary and they don't want to talk about. But
well, that's the thing, is that there's a national board or a national organization of CRAs. So you can, so the CRA has joined this. I believe Brisboe was the president at one time of this organization. And it's all these state organizations that are getting together and helping each other out, you might say. Well, that's why Michigan wants to become the leader in all that. Show these other states, no, do it this way. You don't have to do it that way. You know, our rules make more sense than their rules. In the meantime, you can't smoke weed in public here, but you can in New York.
you know, I want to. It'd be dope to show up to one of their board meetings and like throw like a fucking a gas grenade or some shit with some fucking weed in it. Get them all
Smoke them
high.
all out.
Yeah, it'd be fucking awesome.
I've always wanted to do an event with like legislators, like here.
Like a distillate bomb or grenade.
Yeah.
Just fire up one of those blowers in there and start.
Yeah, bro. Well, I remember fucking Seth. He dropped 88 grams on a hot plate in the studio at Tap Detroit on the third floor of the Russell Building 2. That whole motherfucking floor was smoked the fuck out. I wasn't worried about shit until I went out to the hallway and I was like, oh my God. It looks like a fucking fire. Like you can't see anybody like fucking 8 feet in front of you, bro. Like I swear to God, the visibility was like 8 feet. Yeah, man, motherfuckers are like throwing up, trying to get to the bathrooms and shit. Shit was wild, bro. It smelled
that's
like
how I feel at the Dab House, or you know.
Doug, no, bro. I'm telling you, it was. I was in the studio when they were doing it, and I was one of the last people. Like, I was like, I can't take this shit. It was like so concentrated in the studio.
Yeah.
Once we opened the door completely, it just went everywhere. Had the fucking the windows fucking open on the fucking outside of the building. Swear to God, dog, it looked like it was fucking on fire, bro. It was like, oh my God. If there was like a working fucking smoke detection system, it would have been so
That's what I was
fun,
thinking you were
bro.
gonna say. The smoke alarm went off.
Bro, that's what I was really worried about, dog. I looked up and I was like, man, I think there's a sprinkler system up there, but I can't see that shit because it's so smoky, bro. I'm telling you, I've never been in no shit like that before, ever. It was insane. There's a lot of people there too, man. Those were the days. But yeah, man, that shit was wild. Smelled like fucking wax for like fucking at least 2 weeks up in that fucking hallway. Like no matter if anybody was smoking, like you walk up them steps and like that's all you smell was fucking. That shit had to coat the fucking walls or some shit. Bro. Any other good news? I mean, has there even been any good news? Need to fucking end on a good note, man. Oh, daily marijuana use linked to high risk certain cancers.
Right. Once again.
Oh my god.
Let me see who the participants were.
It's the same fucking. It says new studies that analyze millions of medical records or research shows that people who use cannabis, particularly those with a cannabis use disorder, are significantly more likely to develop head and neck cancers. Ooh. Keck School of Medicine at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles.
So does that mean because I smoked weed and
we have a cannabis disorder, bro?
Well, yeah, right. But because I smoked weed and I had thyroid cancer, it's because of the weed. Thyroid's located in your neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. But the cancer down at my foot, that wasn't affected by the same weed, right? Different kind of cancer.
Different kind. Totally different, I guess.
Whatever. I don't seem too worried about it, do I? Neither does anybody that's smoking weed. How many people you think go, fuck, I smoke a lot of weed. I'm going to put this down because it might hurt me. People quit cigarettes. People quit drinking generally because they know there's a health issue involved.
Definitely.
I mean,
I
know.
get it all, bro. Who the fuck knows? Maybe since medicals came out, Well, I mean, I'm not talking about medical. I'm talking about recreational. It's okay for all these motherfuckers to put all kinds of shit in the fucking weed and fucking terp it up and make it glittery and all kinds of shit as long as you pass testing.
Right.
If you pass testing, smoke that shit up. Who the fuck knows what down the line, that fucking straight up recreational weed, it might be bad for your health. Who the fuck knows?
We'll find out. Won't be.
They're using all this remediated shit and adding all these fucking fake ass terps on it. You know what I mean? Like, they're killing all the terps, so they got to replace them with something. I don't know, man. It's all about fucking profit. How much one of those remediation machines cost?
Oh, they're tens of thousands of dollars.
They ain't cheap, bro.
Right.
And they could spend that money that they pay for that machine, and they could grow better weed with that money they actually invested. I mean, somehow, some way, at least fucking something.
Isn't it? I don't see. Shout out to Michigan Turf Farms. That's what I'm smoking on right now. That original Z, baby. Man, Loney keeps talking about dabbing on some Northern Lights, bruh. Some Northern Lights hash rosin? What?
I asked him who made it. He still hasn't responded. It's a secret. It's a secret, man, over here.
I mean, I've heard him talk about some Northern Lights. But
It's his backyard blasted it.
Shit. Using the hair straightener.
Yeah.
Man. Those were the days, hair straighteners.
The knife dingers. Trap it in the cup.
Yeah.
Wexford. Where the fuck is Wexford, bro? Sounds like some British shit, don't it?
Yeah, UK, yeah.
Cannabis,
yeah.
More than 60 million. Jeez.
Euros, too.
Is that?
It's a lot, but it ain't that
Yeah,
much.
that's gross.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
783 kilos.
Of herbal.
Like 1,000 pounds.
And then 70 kilograms of cannabis resin.
1,500 pounds.
16.09 million euros, bro.
Yeah, 13.8 million. What the fuck is that?
Well, one was estimated. Yeah, that's a pound. They don't use the euro.
Oh, bro, that's fucking 16 million. I don't know, bro.
They are double bag.
Oh, they are. All right,
Each one looks like it's got 2 pounds.
Those are bricks. They're probably a kilo a piece, which would be 4 pound bags. 4 point.
Is it compressed?
Yeah, it looks
hell yeah. It looks like brickweed, dog.
Be 2.2 pounds per kilo. Almost 4.5 pounds a bag.
Per bag?
Yep.
Don't really have
A lot of
anything
bags.
next to it. And then that has to be the cannabis resin that they're talking about. That's crazy.
No arrests have been made.
Nope.
What's that tell you?
It's Irish. Irish police discovered the drugs on Saturday after an unaccomplished freight unit, which had disembarked a ferry from Bilbao, Spain, was searched at Roselair Europort. Wherever the fuck that is.
Right in front of you, KK. There you go.
They gotta be more fucking specific about this shit, because
well, yeah, it came from Spain.
Us Americans don't know, but it's Irish police, so that's
right. Ireland.
That's who did the. I guess you can get some fucking money for weed over in Ireland now.
Oh, even it's still in all the UK. It's illegal.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get more money for it there.
wild, bro. Maryland cannabis retailers and employees unionized, citing poor work conditions.
That
So
surprised me.
they're joining United Food and Commercial Workers, Local 27. But yeah, I mean, I guess what would be, I mean, do you think that they should be joining the United Food and Commercial Workers? Or do you think they need to have their own fucking unions?
Well, it's hard to start a union. It's easier to join one. They already got full and power.
But are they gonna? Yeah,
I thought there's a union shop in Michigan somewhere too, but they didn't. I don't know who they might have joined the UAW if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Thought one of the shops voted to become unionized. And unfortunately, some of these dispos are just bringing that shit on themselves.
Oh, well, it has to do with this TerraSend Corp. That's who fucking owns all this shit.
Big Corp.
Supposedly, yeah, they're big in Canada. They own a lot of shit. And they're going through the same shit over there. They're starting to unionize over there.
They've been going through shit for years in Canada because they keep changing the rules and all kinds of crazy shit. The
Teamsters.
Teamsters, yeah, that's who they joined. But my boy Ariane from the greenhouse, he pulled out of Canada because they would change the rules mid-crop. He knew better. He knew he wouldn't make any money there. Now he's in Thailand.
Yeah, but Thailand just fucking went back on all their shit. So what's he gonna do now?
These guys are able to do what they're doing. They're opening up dispos.
That's wild, bro.
Cafes.
And like the amount of THC allowed in that that's just basically hemp, dude. Like your boy ain't over there fucking growing hemp, right?
No.
Or is he growing real weed?
Yeah, they're growing real weed.
Man, that's insane.
They did like 104,000 plant pheno hunt. This massive,
But that was back before, though, right?
No, wait. That's when it
was. Back when it was legal?
Well, I think they made it legal, and then they made it illegal again.
Like almost like it was like 2 years, maybe, that it stayed fucking. It was the new fucking weed paradise. You know what I mean?
They're building like you wouldn't believe over there.
Yeah.
Greenhouse.
Not only that, but like actually like building shit. Like,
yeah. They're redoing buildings, turning them into coffee shops, and it's big. We'll see what happens in Germany now that they legalized. But Germany had an export license for years. You could export from Germany, but it wasn't legal. You know, it wasn't adult use there. Spain, it's not really legal. It's tolerated, I believe. But they do the private club thing, so.
Yeah, all that shit over there is private, but not so private, apparently. So, I don't know. It'd be awesome to go over there. I'd rather go to fucking Amsterdam first. See what that shit's about.
Yeah. I'm looking forward.
I wish I could get my own weed over there, but
oh, there's if you know the right people, there's decent weed.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't just walk into any random coffee shop.
No.
Buy. Let alone think what I was getting, what it was labeled.
What's your favorite coffee shop?
Oh, I mean,
like the one you go to and just chill at.
We hang out. I mean, we generally meet at noon at the greenhouse, hang out on the terrace for a while. And then we go hit a few other places throughout the day. Terps Army. I can't remember.
So the greenhouse, number one?
Yeah. I mean, so it's kind of rough because the second greenhouse now has the cookies lounge, and they changed the canopy out front to be cookies because he partnered up with him. So
that's garbage.
But they got food there.
Oh,
So,
yeah, they got good
yeah,
food
they got a
there.
kitchen. So
good food.
Yeah, it was pretty good food. So we hang out there a little bit.
You know where you could get some good food at this weekend, this Sunday?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm waiting for it. Oh man, Chi-Town.
Shout out to Chi-Town. Gonna be up on the Hibachi Wood Food Express outside. Of course, at the back to school supply drive this Sunday, y'all. Benefiting the Capuchin Soup Kitchen and the First Step Women's Shelter. Bringing school supplies, backpacks, pencils, paper, binders.
Writing paper, not rolling paper.
They make trappers. What do you call it?
Yeah, trap.
All that shit. So, or $20, or you can bring both, man. Of course, bring both. Everybody who comes in gets a free raffle ticket with something from all the awesome sponsors below. Shout out to Native Made, Dab House, Nugget Duction Extracts, Mr. Roll Up gonna be in there. Your boy Nice, Egg Gringo, Greasy Flowers, Fuck Off. Do you say fuck off? I'm just gonna say fuck
yeah,
off.
it's fuck off.
I always say fuck off. Something about names, man. Condell, THC infused edibles, baked bread edibles. So yeah, this Sunday, August 18th,
2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come through. It's gonna be a fun time. And if you're in a state that has a medical marijuana program, go out and get your card. If you're here in Michigan, you can holler at Detroit Certification Center. Hit them up online. Get your card for as little as 10 minutes, y'all. Social media, DetroitCertCenter.com. 248-275-6707. Give them a call or text. Once again, 248-275-6707. But there's plenty of other people here in Michigan, man. Who are some of those people, Adam?
Michael Dewey.
Oh, up north.
Got Pure West to the west.
Out west.
And yeah, I got a doctor in my pocket.
I mean, hey, they can holler at you, man. Fucking shout out to Flint area, GC3, as well as Vehicle City, hooking people up. And yeah, go out and get your card, y'all. We all know why now, right? I don't gotta go through all that shit again. I did in the beginning. Go out and get your card, motherfuckers. Shout out to all of our awesome sponsors. Native Made 313, Michigan Turf Farms, Nugget Duction Extracts, Tiki Man, SOB Labs, and Tree Street Packaging. Boom. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining Medical Mondays. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe before you leave. And, enjoy the rest of your Monday, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.